Bobby K
Mark
here.
Ryan checking in.
Okay, Bobby K. Yep.
I'm here.
Okay. So we have Root. Mark Root, are you there?
I'm here.
All right. So I think we have everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, except Diana.
Nolan?
Oh, Nolan, wait. Mr. Nolan?
I don't know that Diana's making it tonight. Check. Did you call her name?
Diana? Mr. File? Mr. File, are you there? Mr. File, are you there?
He's there.
How about Joe Canarecki?
Yeah, Joe's here.
All right.
Only ones not responding is Corey Nolan and Diana Hess.
Dick File?
And Dick File. I'm showing.
here.
Okay. Only ones I'm not getting a response from Corey Nolan and Diana Hess.
All right.
Cisco Sue.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and start. Okay, I will go ahead and start then. All right. The special meeting of the St. Joseph County Council, April 14th, 2020, is now called to order. We will not be muting anyone's microphones, but we do ask as a courtesy, if you are not actively speaking, please mute your phone on your end to minimize background noise. I will be calling for public comment after each bill this evening, at which time please unmute your phone and state your name and address for the record. Also, in order to act on these bills before us tonight, I need a motion to waive council rules to not have first reading on these bills. Do I hear a motion?
So moved. Mark Catanzarite.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it unanimously. And with that said, clerk, will you please read bill number 3120?
An ordinance of the St. Joseph County Council amending Ordinance 8019, 2020 salary ordinance for appointed officers and employees for all departments of the county, quarantine pay during a declared emergency. Petitioner, St. Joseph County Council.
Thank you. Mr. Triple?
Before you is Ordinance 3120. The purpose of this ordinance is to allow the county to continue to pay an employee should that employee contract the COVID-19 virus or be exposed to it and be required to be quarantined. So there's a need in order to pay these folks that we amend the salary ordinance. In its simplest terms, that's what 3120 does.
Thank you, Mr. Triple. Are there any questions from any council member for Mr. Triple? Hearing none, we will open the public hearing on Bill 3120. Does anyone wish to speak in favor of Bill 3120? Does anyone wish to speak in opposition of Bill 3120? Hearing none, the public hearing on Bill 3120 is now closed. May I have a motion on Bill 3120?
Motion for approval.
Who was that?
Bobby K.
Thank you, sir. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Was that Mark Catanzarite?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much, sir. A motion to pass Bill 3120 was made by Councilman Bobby Krasinski, and it was seconded by Councilman Mark Catanzarite. Any further comments from any council member on 3120? Clerk, hearing none, please take the roll.
Mr. Krasinski,
Yes.
Mr. File, Ms. Mr. File, are you there?
Aye.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Tloy,
Yes.
Mr. Tanzarite,
Yes.
Mr. Kanaraki,
Yes.
Mr. Root,
Yes.
and Mr. Morton.
I believe Mr. Nolan, are you there too, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Nolan, didn't you were there? What's your vote on this measure?
Yes.
Mr. Morton,
Yes.
motion carries 8-0.
Thank you. Let the record show that bill number 3120 was passed by a vote of 8-0. Clerk, will you please read the next bill, bill number 3220?
In order to the St. Joseph County Council amending ordinance 8019, 2020 salary amendment for salary ordinance for appointed officials and employees for all departments of the county. Stay home pay during a declared emergency, petitioner St. Joseph County Council.
Okay. Mr. Triple?
Bill number 3220 will allow the county to continue to pay employees who are required to refrain from coming to their workstations in various departments due to the emergency that has been instituted by both executive order of the governor and of St. Joseph County Commissioners. This ordinance would allow payment to those employees in their usual capacity during their regularly scheduled non-overtime work hours, and will allow folks to work from home who are non-essential. Again, this will amend the previously approved salary ordinance for 2020.
Thank you. Any questions from any council member for Mr. Triple? Thank you. Hearing none, we will open the public hearing on Bill 3220. Does anyone wish to speak in favor of this bill? Is there anyone that wishes to speak in opposition of the bill? Hearing none, I'll close the public hearing on Bill 3220. Do I hear a motion?
Move for approval.
Corey.
Who? Was that Corey Nolan?
Yes.
Okay, do I hear a second?
Second.
Second, Joe Kanaraki.
Second was made by Joe Canaricki. Any questions from council on 3220? Hearing none, clerk, will you please take the roll? I believe Diana Hess is with us at this time. Is that correct?
I did. Yes, I am. Hello.
All right. Clerk,
Outstanding.
will you please take the roll?
Councilman Nolan,
Yes.
Councilman File,
Aye.
Ms. Hess,
Yes.
Mr. Tloy,
Yes.
Mr. Tanzarite,
Yes.
Mr. Kanaraki,
Yes.
Mr. Root,
Yes.
Mr. Krasinski,
Yes.
and Mr. Morton.
Yes.
Motion carries 9-0.
Thank you very much. Let the record show that bill number 3220 was passed by a vote of 9-0. Clerk, will you please read the next bill, bill number 36-20?
In order to the St. Joseph County Council suspending deadlines contained in local ordinances requiring non-essential meetings of governing bodies, petitioner St. Joseph County Council.
Mr. Triple?
Yes, Bill 3620 will suspend deadlines that may occur in local ordinances. By example, the governor in his executive order suspended all non-essential government meetings in St. Joseph and all other counties. He also suspended the various deadlines and time periods that are required by Indiana code, but that does not necessarily suspend those deadlines for any local ordinances we have. So in order to comply with the governor's order, I would recommend the passage of the delay and termination of local ordinances until we get back to regular meeting schedules.
Thank you, sir. Any questions from any council member for Mr. Triple?
I do, Mr. Morton, and Mark Tanzarite. Question for Mr. Triple.
Mr. Catanzarite?
Mr. Triple?
Yes, I can hear you, Mark.
Okay, just a question. So no non-essential business can be conducted until the COVID-19 crisis is over, correct? Is that what I'm understanding from this ordinance?
That was the governor's last order, and that was extended to May 5 by his most recent executive order. Correct.
I guess the question would be, what determines something to be non-essential in terms of business we need to conduct? I mean, I got questions, a couple questions tonight. I know that weren't advertised, but it's questions more or less. For example, if I wanted to talk tonight about an issue regarding, are we, applying for FEMA grants, as a county? Do we need to have a special meeting to talk about that?
My suggestion, let me clarify that the bill before you does not impact what is or is not essential for purposes of county council. This is more for other ordinances that exist in the county. For instance, historical preservation has timelines by which, when they meet, their body has to act on things, on petitions that are submitted to them, or they're approved automatically. This will suspend those types of automatic approvals.
Okay.
What the council deems essential, you'll have to determine on your own. There's been no definition of that. I would suggest to you, though, that if you want to discuss budgetary issues related to this crisis, that those would be essential issues, that they should be noticed up for an appropriate meeting like you would to discuss budgetary issues or any other topic.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Triple.
Yes.
Thank you.
And that notice only requires 48 hours notice, so meetings could be had quickly.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions from council? Hearing none, may I have a motion on Bill 3620?
Motion to approve, Root.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second, Bobby K.
Any other questions from any council member on 3620? Hearing none, clerk, will you please take the roll?
Mr. File,
Aye.
Ms. Hess,
Yes.
Mr. Toloyan,
Yes.
Mr. Catanzarite,
Yes.
Mr. Kanareki,
Yes.
Mr. Root,
Yes.
Mr. Krasinski,
Yes.
Mr. Nolan,
Yes.
and Mr. Morton.
Yes.
Motion carries 9-0.
Thank you. Let the record show that bill number 3620 was passed by a vote of 9-0. That concludes our bills for this evening. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
This meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for participating in this meeting this evening. Thank you very much.